Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I'm super excited to be here with you today. We are going to do some play in the big girl, so get your junk journals, your trashies out, whatever you'd like to work on, some fussy cutting, whatever. But before I do, I just wanted to show you really quickly some things that I got recently, both from the trip away and then just recently around here. So this lovely pouch right here is hand sewn with like cantha stitch, you know, the Indian stitch that's like the straight stitch. This was made by Susan from Susan Hiles Art, who went to Pennsylvania with me. She's the glue that everyone else knew who brought our little group together. Look at the inside. She even has a little flower under where the button's sewn in. So Susan, just FYI, I am using this to keep my paper doll cutouts and my doodle flower cutouts. So that's where I'm keeping these. So I know where they are, because I tend to make all kinds of things and then I don't remember where I put them. So yay, thank you so much, Susan. Then I want to show you this. This was made for me by Cindy, who was one of the ladies who went on the trip. And it says, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." And it's April 8th, 2024. She gave us these last week in light of the eclipse. So isn't that so fun? This is going into my personal junk journal where I do more where I keep like memory keeping things. So that's in there. So Cindy also gave me these two. I asked her to print these out for me. Look at this little lion. Is he not the sweetest thing? Now, I don't know if I've shown you these things or not, so please forgive me if I have, but she's making cards with this little lion on the front about bravery and being brave. And I love the image so much. She printed some out for me or stamped some out for me so that I can watercolor them myself. She's watercoloring hers to put on card fronts, and man, does she do a good job. So thank you, Cindy. So also from Cindy was this card, and well, not the card. She gave us kits to make cards as a part of our goodie bags. I don't know if I told you guys this, but we all made goodie bags for each other. And like we made 4 goodie bags, one for ourselves and one for the 3 ladies. And then like Sunday night, I gave mine out, and then somebody gave theirs Monday morning, and then Monday night and Tuesday morning. So we had fun things to play with and whatever. So Cindy is a card maker, and she gave us all the elements to make this card along with instructions, and she walked us through how to make this beautiful card. And I must say, my level of frustration doing this was through the roof, absolutely through the roof. And she's getting into mixed media and all of this, and I can understand her coming from card making, getting into junk journaling and mixed media. I can understand that frustration, because you're going from a super measured, you know, symmetrical thing to a total chaotic mess. And so for me, coming from the total chaotic mess to that super structured symmetrical thing was very difficult. So Cindy has asked us to teach her things, and we are, and I love that card so much. I actually made a similar card, like using that pattern but not those papers, to make a card for my son, whose birthday is today. He's 27. Okay, so Fran, one of the other ladies, surprised us all with these t-shirts. It says, apparently we are trouble. Let's see let me unfold it here. It says, apparently we are trouble when we are together. And it says the Cozy Crop House. So here's Susan, Cindy, Helen, and Fran. So here's these little pictures of us. And here I am with my curly gray hair. And yes, I know I need to change my avatar, because I don't have gray hair in my avatar. I have taken a picture, I just need to change it. So we all wore these t-shirts one day when we went into Lidditz, and we've got some great pictures of us all wearing these t-shirts. So that was super fun. So thank you, ladies. Okay, the last thing from the Cozy Crop House. Now this was an AT coin, not an ATC coin. And it's not an artist trading card coin. It's an AT coin, which Susan brought up. She gave us these, it's actually wood. artist trading coins. And the inspiration for this, see these peachy and then gray and black and then scribble. I didn't know what to do with my coins, so I threw out to Fran when we were working at the crop house, give me some prompts. So she said watercolor and scribbles. So I used Islamic writing as the scribble, and the watercolor I used was actually from, I think, my Caran d'Ache Neocolors. But it's on watercolor paper. I did cut out some watercolor paper and attach it to the coin and then paint it over it. But this inspiration, I have a picture of the shower curtain at the Cozy Crop House. This picture is like peachy with these black things or whatever. And I think I might have mentioned this before. Susan did a whole layout. I don't know if I told you guys this, but please forgive me if I have. So just being out and about lately, I've gotten a couple things. I got these foam sheets. Now, I had never seen these ones before. I got these for 50 cents. They came from Dollar Tree. I got them for 50 cents. And they are, I can't see, I don't know if you can see through here. They're not just foam trees, they're textured. They have textures on it. Like this first one has like dots and this one has waves. I'm gonna try to make some stamps out of these. And they're thicker. It seems like the foam is a little bit thicker than the regular Dollar Tree foam. So I just saw Carrie's Mixed Media use some of this printed foam to make a stamp. I think it was her. So anyway, I'm going to try use that for stamps. And then also at the Goodwill yesterday for $1 a piece, I got full pads. This is Strathmore and this is Studio 71. They're both 9 by 12 inch, 25 pound, both of them 25 pound. Both of them are tracing paper. Listen to this. Okay, I should have put a crinkle award list there. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to be coffee dyeing some of this to use in journals, and I'm going to be jelly printing on some of that. So each of these was $1, so I thought that was a good, because they are both like full books of tracing paper. Okay, then any of you who are into art glass know Chihuly. My parents are very much into Chihuly. He's a designer of different art glasses, and so they art glass pieces. So they have these Chihuly calendars, and I knew my mom, they get them every year, and she had one hanging up, and I didn't know what she did with her old ones. Well, apparently she's been saving them. And I commented on the one she has hanging in her kitchen now. I said, when you're done with that calendar, what are you going to do with it? Because what I see here in these pictures is just wonderful collage fodder. This is all glass. All these pieces are glass. He's absolutely amazing. Look at this. This is all going to be torn in smaller pieces and stuff to be used as collage fodder. The pages are nice and thick. I mean, I can use them in pages for journals also, but just amazing. I have actually seen an exhibit of Chihuly's, and look, of course, you get the 12 thumbnails. So I've got quite a few of his calendars here, so I'm super excited to use that as collage fodder. But I did get to see an exhibit of his at the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, and my mom and my dad, my husband, my son and I went, and oh my gosh, it was amazing. My son loved it so much. There's a Chihuly app, or at least there was at that time. He downloaded it on his phone, and he could create his own art glass pieces on this app. So that was just spectacular. Anyway, here she is, the big girl. Let's get playing. Now, what I have today is just obviously some junk, but ladies, no offense, I'm going to be using the bags. These are some bags that my friends gave me my goodie bag stuff in for the trip, but I just love the bags, and this is tissue, tissue, and I think tissue paper, different things decoupaged onto this, and then Fran gave me this one, and it's just, I think this was Fran. Fran, was this you, or Susan, was this you? No, I think it was Fran. I think it was Fran. Anyway, I love, can you see this bag? It's iridescent almost. Oh, there, you can kind of see. Isn't that beautiful? So I thought we'd use some of that, and then I've just got a pile of flotsam and jetsam over here. that we will also try to incorporate. We will try to make something cohesive here. So let's go ahead and find a page to work on. Probably the last half of the book is going to be more promising than the first half. Let me find an empty page. Okay. Oh, okay, let's use this. Let's use this music page. This is the middle of the signature of the second signature. And I'm just going to, I know this isn't going to do a whole lot, but I just want to kind of weight it down so it doesn't keep trying to fold up. So I hope you can see that. So let's just get into it. So I'm thinking I want some of this in the background. And I want the part, it was a yellow bag. And she just did a fabulous job. I mean, she put a lot of work into, everyone puts so much work into their things for their goodie bags. It was just absolutely amazing thing. So thank you, ladies. Okay, so I am going to, here's my N, Cindy stuck right in there. So here's my name here. She ran out of alpha. She actually had to make the E out of an F, I think. I'm going to tear my name off because I might use that in my other journal. So I'm just going to tear that off and put that to the side. Okay, so now we've got some of this great paper here. But I also want to use some of this bag here because just the fabulous color alone, right? So let's see if we can't make maybe a collage of some... Oh, this is hard to rip that way. Okay. Let's see, oh my, it won't tear that way. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's cut it then. Okay, let's see if we can make something out of these two first. Oh, and one more piece. I've got this big envelope. Now this, I believe, came from Susan. I believe she put some of her stuff from her goodie bag in here. Guys, if you're going to meet with some crafty friends, do the goodie bags. Like I said, I think I said in a previous video, we had a limit of $5, you know, if you wanted to buy something to put in there. And everything else was just stuff I thought they'd enjoy from my craft room. And they did the same thing. And it was just so fun. Okay, let's go ahead and tear this. Okay. And let's just tear here. Now, I'm just tearing these. I'm not going to be using big chunks like this, most likely. But I just need to see what I've got going here before I can do anything. Okay, well, I think this paper here needs to be some of the background. So let me just go ahead and get some of this stuff even on. So one of the things that I got lately... and I have a piece of the packaging here, is Pritt sticks. These are the English glue sticks, and people just say they are just fabulous. So I'm checking out these Pritt sticks. My sister, as you probably know, is not an American citizen. She's a British citizen working in the United States, and she has to go abroad a lot of times, both for her job and to get her visas renewed. Well, the last time she went away for work, she goes to Geneva, but she always stops in England because that's where my nephew is. Because you may or may not know, I am of British descent. Well, half is me, the other half is German. But anyway, so I asked her last time she went to please bring me some Pritt sticks when she went to England. She said she would. Well, this was around Christmas, before Christmas. Well, she got me, she took care of all the Christmas presents and everything. And I thought I was going to get Pritt sticks. That's what I thought. And I was super excited. Well, I didn't get Pritt sticks. I got some fermented. She decided to go with a New York theme because she lives in Manhattan. That she would do everything New York themed for everyone's gifts. So I got some fermented cabbages from different vendors in New York. So I love them. They're absolutely delicious. Anyway, no Pritt sticks. So I asked her, well, when the next time you were going to England? And she didn't have a trip imminently at that time, but one of her colleagues was coming from England to New York for work. And so she asked her to please bring some Pritt sticks. So she did. So how is that for nice that this lady who doesn't even know me brought me Pritt sticks? I loved it. Okay. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put some of this down. You see, I'm just doing this, guys. You know how I work. Totally seat of my pants. Like if that rips there, then that was meant to rip there, right? I mean, I am totally flying off the seat of my pants, as I always do. Because I don't know if I told you guys this. You know, I don't know what I tell you versus like what I Marco Polo with Birdie, the recycled hippie chick, or any of my other art friends, Susan, Fran, and Cindy, who I Marco Polo with also, that my art journals that I want to finish this year before I buy or make any more art journals, I don't like them because I worked with a preconceived notion of what I wanted the end page to look like. Like, excuse me, I'd be like, oh, I want it to look like that, and then I'd make the page to do that. Well, that's totally not freeing, and to me, it's not intuitive. It's frustrating because your page may not come out like you wanted it to. Helen, don't glue those two pages together. You know what? I'm just going to fold that down because why not? It's easier than cutting it off and getting glue on my scissors, right? Okay, so we're doing that there. And you know what? I love that this is kind of rough here. If you know me and you've watched any of my collage videos, you know I love texture. Having things bump up and stuff is okay with me. Yeah, so I prefer to work without any notion of what it's going to look like. Just, you know, and that's why I love my trash journals, because I don't have any preconceived notion. I'm just gluing stuff down and we'll just see what comes of it, right? And you have sometimes those serendipitous moments when you're like, wow, I couldn't have even imagined that, right? So I just want to say something too. Birdie, I hear you. I saw your Marco Polo, and I'm being careful. I bought myself the art glitter glue, and again, I might have told you this. Please ignore me if I have. At the crop house, the Cozy Crop House, because I'd never had it before, and people say it was really good. So they had it there, and her prices were so reasonable. I was like, you know what? I'm buying it here. And I would rather support the lady who runs the crop house than Amazon, right? So anyway, you know what? I think I want to get some of that blue on now. Now, where it is? Here it is. I think I might want to get a little bit of that blue on here. Do I want to put the blue? Well, let's see. Let's just see. Just see, Helen. Maybe. Okay, this is odd paper. You can't tear it one way. You can't tear it one way. You can. So let me see here. I'm just, you know me. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Anyway, so I decided to give it a try. I love it. And the thing I really super love about the art glitter glue is that it just grabs so fast. And because I use a lot of heavy watercolor paper embellishments and stuff that I've made, this stuff really grabs quickly and solidly. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to give up my precious foam board adhesive by Beacon, but that you tend to have to hold it for so long to get it to dry. Well, okay, so see, this is quite hard. This is a piece of bag, you know, a paper bag that has all kinds of napkins and tissue decoupage to it, so it's quite thick. But this art glitter glue, it will hold it like very quickly and very soundly. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I really wanted it. If it's just some, you know, random small paper to paper, I'll always use my glue stick. And if it's just something that I don't, you know, is not so heavy, I will use the poster board glue. But for this heavy stuff like that, okay, so we've got that. Let's add another piece of blue. Here's a little piece. Where should we put that? How about if we put it over here? Yeah? Okay, so this is not so heavy, so I can just use my glue stick on this one. Now, I don't know if it's just this particular Pritt stick, because I got 10 of them. It's very dry, actually. It's not as smooth as like my Elmer's, but it does hold, so I'm gonna give it that. Okay, so let's go ahead and, you know, I'm all into 3. 3 is my favorite number. So I need to put a third piece somewhere, just because 3 is my favorite number. Can I tear it that way, or is it this the way? I can't tear it. Oh, okay. Okay, let's put something up there. It also, you know, doing 3 like this, it also helps me to get started, because this is just really the underlayer, right, of the collage. Okay, let's just put that there. I'm sorry, this is probably going to be a little bit longer video than you're used to. But, you know, who doesn't love working in the big girl, right? Okay, so we get rid of the blue paper. I think for now we've got enough of that, so let's put that aside. Let's see, what do we want to do? You know what, let's just do some random stamping real quick. Let's get some stamping under here. And I know, I hear you, Birdie. I'm putting the cap back on the glitter glue, the art glitter glue. Let's do, this is a, I don't know who's, I can't read whose this is. This stamp, it's just like coffee, like small coffee cup stains. Ugh. My birthday is coming up, and it looks like I might need to be asking for some new black ink. I have so many pads, but, ugh. Okay. Just, you know, just kind of, ugh. If you collaging and you go from one element to the other, or from the element to the paper you're putting it on, it kind of marries it in there so it doesn't look like you're just sticking paper on paper, right? Okay, so now I have, let me see, now I have this card here, and it's a thank you card from Voice of the Martyrs, because I had made a donation to them. And I'm thinking, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. This is a beautiful card, by the way. The paper is amazing. I'm not sure. I think, okay, I don't know if you can see. The background here is some Indian women worshiping, okay? And it says, remember those who are in prison as though in prison with them, and those who are mistreated, since you are also in the body. And that's Hebrews 3:13. I want to use this image in something of these beautiful Indian women praying. However, I have introduced some really bold colors here, so I'm thinking what I might do is just very quickly fussy cut some of these pictures from this thank you card. These are Christians from all over the world, most likely from places where they are persecuted for being Christians. So Muslim nations in particular, and Hindu nations increasingly. Okay, so we've got these little pictures here, so bear with me. I'm just going to fussy cut real quick. I'm not so fussed if they're perfect, okay? You can see that, right? I'm just doing this, right? They don't have to be perfect circles. This one I think I might actually leave. Should I leave that dark blue border? Well, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Beautiful people, beautiful brothers and sisters in Christ from all over the world. And this page is in honor of them, because I can go to church and have Bibles and be safe. Nobody's going to kill me or burn down my house or burn down my church or take my property. But these poor people are not so fortunate, so we have to keep them in our prayers and honor them. Okay, there we go. There's that. Then we've got a lovely, oh, I can't tell if she's, this person is ageless to me. I can't tell if it's a young girl or a woman. She looks like she might be from Africa by her dress, by what she's wearing. It's just a picture of her. Wait, she's upside down. It's just a picture of her by the window, but I can't tell. A lot of African women have such a beautiful skin. It's very hard to tell what their age is, right? And this little boy I'm cutting out now, where is he from? I think there was a story about him. He might be from Mexico. He's from Latin or South America somewhere. So I've got all these lovely people. So I want to incorporate them in the journal, in this page. But I also have, last night I was fussy cutting some of my doodly flowers. And I've got the negative space. And you know how I'm fascinated by negative space, right? So I was thinking maybe incorporating some of this negative space also in this page. Let me go ahead and shorten this. This is just, this bottom part is where I cut the stem out. Ooh, this is a little bit difficult to do here. Okay, this bottom part, you know, is just where the stem is, so I don't really need that much of it. You know what, though? I am going to keep the stem on that one. Okay, let's go ahead and let's just put this little boy right here with this one. Okay, that works. Okay, let me not lose my other people, though. Where did she go? There, okay. All right, let's do this. See? See the, oops. Okay, that's not going to get us very far. Where's my wet rag? Oh, there it is. Where's my coffee? It's early, guys. Excuse me, because I don't usually make videos in the morning. I make them usually in the afternoon, but today is going to be our first like really warm, beautiful day for a long time. We've had a lot of rain or it's been cool. So I'm going to go, I'm just waiting for it to warm up a little bit, and then I'm going to go outside and plant some containers for my container garden. And today is going to be lettuce, chard, spinach, kale, beets, and radishes. So those are, I've grown all of those in pots before and done well. So those are the things I'm going to be planting today. And then Thursday morning, I am going to direct sow into containers some herbs to see what I have. Okay, there we go. I had a nice basil plant that I brought in over the winter, but he has gotten very leggy and sticky, and I don't know if he can be saved. Look how cute that looks. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's go ahead and put another one of these over here. I love this. Guys, you know me. Negative space is always a positive. How's that? That's my art quote for you today. Negative space is always positive. Or let's say a positive thing, right? Because I use the backs of stickers, you know, the sticker leftovers, die cut leftovers. Well, this is a fussy cut leftover because to me, negative space is awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this one down here. Oops. There should be a little gap in the middle here because that's where the stem was. So I don't want to push it together because that's not the way it was originally. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, I love this so far. Look at this. I'm loving it. I hope you're loving it. Well, actually, I don't care so much if you're loving mine. I hope you're loving what you're doing because I hope you're playing along. Now, if we put this lovely, oops, oh no, I got glue on them, mother and son there, then this is also, it looks like a little boy from South America. We put him there. Then we've got that lovely man from Africa. Let's go ahead and put this guy over here. See, I mean, really, this is a trash journal, right? This is all stuff that, I mean, this is a card, right? Cards are great. Okay, so we've got this African man up here. And anywhere where I see I didn't glue it up, I'm just going to add a touch more glue. Okay. This African man here, let's see here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so, oh, they're not down yet. I want to put the smaller one. I want to put the girl here, the one by the window. Let me find something. I have a piece of dictionary page here that Cindy gave in her goodie bag. Let me go ahead and just take a tiny bit of that. She's very small. This little picture is very small, and I don't want her to totally disappear. So let's go ahead and put her on this piece of... Cindy had also given me some vintage pages from a little Bible, like a little handheld Bible. Oh, so cute. But Cindy, sorry, they got used last night. I was playing in my little trashy last night, and all those pages got used in that. Okay. All right. Not that I consider anything that anybody gave me trashy, but you know what I'm saying, right? We have to use something, right? I mean, I don't consider this card trashy. I love this card. Okay, I was going to put them down there. This is a mother and her son. Yes, there's something special about mother and son relationships because I only have one child, and that's my son, whose birthday is today. And I just love him to death. Absolutely love him to death, and I'm so proud of him. Anyway, okay, and then we have this lovely man who looks like he might be from Africa. And we're going to put him up there because he can be, whoops, he can be seen up there. Because his background's darker and the page is lighter. So let's just put him there. These pictures, by the way, like I said, that card is super heavy stock. So I have to use this art glitter glue because the other... The other would hold it, but I'd have to wait forever for each one to dry. How cute is that? I'm loving this. Okay, so we've got all that done. Let's go ahead and let's see what else I've got. I've got some numbers here. This was from Cindy, I believe. It's just a, what is it? Oh, let's put this where it says free. Because in Christ we are free. I'm going to go ahead and use that. But I might also use some of these numbers too. Just because I have them. So let's use this free here. Oh, I'm sorry. All I'm doing is here. I can glue it on here. Oh, okay, Helen. Yeah, you got to open the glue stick. I'm like, why isn't this working? Yeah, so this is why I don't make videos early in the morning, guys. Okay. Let's put that right here, right there on that little boy. Okay. And then let's cut these two together. Just numbers, because numbers are always fun, right? I think they are. Okay, let's see. Just like that. All right, and let's use a couple more. So this is another thing. If you get these bingo cards, you can cut them apart and use the numbers, which, who did I see do that? Oh, Diane, you do this. I think Diane from Tattered Edges does this. And this is where I got this idea. Oh, here's a 21. Well, that's already cut out, so we got to use that. Let's put that... I want to put this, I don't know, let's put it here. Okay. Then I have a strip of numbers here. I was thinking maybe putting it somewhere, where? Here? Yeah, but it's too long. Let's cut that down. Let's cut it down to 3 and 2. Put it maybe down here. Okay, why not? Why not? So last night I had fun. If I work on my craft desk, I don't have to deal with Holly because she is a tyrant at night. I have to play with her. And now, okay, so guys, if any of you have a cat, Have you ever had the treat for them called Bonkers? Well, I bought some treats for her. This was at Walmart's a couple weeks ago, I guess. And they're called Bonkers. And the flavor I got her had catnip in it. She absolutely became addicted to those things. So after dinner, I always have to brush her because she will not shut up if I don't. But she's long-haired too, so fair so. She needs to be brushed. She would get all mad at if she didn't. So I brush her, and she loves it. And then she gets her cookies, which are treats. So after that, we have to play Feather, which she plays and then doesn't play. And then as soon as I stop, she starts yelling at me. Well, I get kind of sick and tired of doing the same thing every night. And I have to brush her. That's a no-go because, because like I said, she's long-haired. I don't want her to get matted. I'm going to take I'm using some of my watercolor crayons. And I'm just going to maybe just do some scribbling. Anyway, last night I sat at this desk instead of my other desk. I wasn't watching YouTube videos. I was at this desk working in my trashy journals, and I painted faces on all my paper dolls, and I cut out all my doodle flowers and stuff. So I was at this desk for quite a while and not playing with her, which was so nice. But anyway, she has these treats, Bonkers, and I've run out of them. I had gone to Walmart yesterday to get some more, and okay, their supply of anything anymore is so dreadful, but yeah, they didn't have any Bonkers, so I'm not sure what's going to happen tonight. It could get ugly, let's put it that way. Do I want to put some blue? Let me just put a few blue marks just to make some blue marks, right? Because why not? Oh, that's that. Okay. Just a few to carry the color. Mm-hmm. 3. And I'm not going to even water those down, even though those are watercolor crayons. I'm going to use them as is. So I think I'm going to call that quits, guys. I hope you like it. Let's see. We'll look at it. Well, we can only look at it this way. It's just, this girl is just so big. So, yes. So this is my ode to my Christian brothers and sisters in the world. I hope you enjoyed that. So, guys, if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.